So this video is about how to heal the wounds of the heart, how to open up that heart chakra, how to perceive love. Love is all around us, but it can be really easy to be blocked off to love. And in this video, I wanted to talk about a more unique way to feeling love, learning to perceive love. And I'm not going to be teaching you some meta technique or some traditional technique. I'm going to be showing you how to use modern media, like TV shows, movies, and especially music, to tap into the love by bringing out some emotion. So it can be common for people to feel very blocked off to their heart center, and it can be difficult to, for some people, even to cry. And many years ago, I was in that state. You know, it was difficult to cry. I watched a movie and I couldn't cry. I didn't feel that energy that they had if it was like a really sad scene or something like that. Now, the thing about opening the heart is that you often have a lot of blockages and traumas and resistances that are in the space. And the way to open it up is by either crying or laughing. When you cry or when you laugh, you're opening up that space. You are releasing energy, you're releasing tension. And you might notice if you've ever been through a breakup or an event that makes you really sad, or you've done some crying, or maybe done some laughing, that this space here feels more open. You feel more open. And when you're more open to receive, you're more open to give, you're more grateful, and you're more loving and you're more kind. Now, if you are struggling to perceive love and struggling to feel that openness, I would suggest finding something like a movie or a TV show or some small aspect of media and using it as an entrance into that emotion. Now, the great thing about, TV shows and movies is we can imagine ourselves in those situations and we can learn to tap into those emotions that they are feeling. And so if there's a scene that, and this could be romance, for example, there's a lot of sort of loving energy going on, you can learn to feel into that. And you can learn to express an emotion more deeply, which is maybe the crying, maybe the sadness or the happiness or whatever. Now, what I'm suggesting is not to continue identifying with this person, identifying with this character. That's not what you want to do. You don't want to get your ego involved. You don't want to sink into it. I'm just suggesting using it as an entrance into what it would feel like. Because when you can use that as a muse, you can use that as a entrance into that feeling, then you can start to learn what that feeling feels like. And you can start to use that to tap into and beyond the movie, into the energy of that emotion. And what I really love, and for me, I don't really do this with movies or TV shows much because there's a lot going on and it doesn't naturally align to me. It's also hard to find good TV shows and movies that can fulfill this role, although there are some. However, I would say what I really find that's great to tap into my heart is music. For me, Christian worship music can be phenomenal for that. There's many songs that are very loving. It's all about opening up your heart. Jesus was a heart teacher. It was all about love. And so there's a strong energy and strong frequency behind Christian worship music that is coming from this loving, kind place. Now, when I hear the lyrics, I can use that to move into that space. And I may start expressing emotion. I may feel that space around my heart. I might feel contraction. I might feel resistances. I might, whatever. I might feel it, try to pulsate the space around this heart center. And when I do that, it's kind of almost releasing tension, releasing energy. And I can keep focusing there, and I can keep feeling the energy of the music. And when you can do this, you can start to feel a lot of loving and kind emotions, a lot of love, a lot of the true essence of what those songs, for example, are trying to evoke. For example, a song I really like is the song Thank You, which is by Hillsong United. It's like, thank you for your kindness, thank you for your... And the song is really great because it evokes a lot of gratitude. It's a song that is basically a gratefulness practice, a gratefulness meditation in one song. And yeah, it just really conjures up those feelings, and you can cry, and when you cry, you release a lot of blockages there, and you get to a point where you can't cry anymore, and then you feel a lot of openness in the heart, and you feel really good. Like after you cry, it's like a release, and then you feel a lot of joy in your heart, a lot of joy from the release and the contraction that's now left you, which is really beautiful. And that's actually what they do if you do kirtan, which is Hindu singing. It's like Hare Krishna, those groups that chant the mantras of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. They are all about the bhakti path, which is the path of love. And a big part of that is chanting and then crying when they're chanting, to feel that love, release the contractions, and really devote their energy to a source, to use that as sort of like a channel or a way of shifting into a loving space and feeling that emotion behind that. Now, I don't know if love's like necessarily a like emotion like the rest of the emotions, because it's kind of like a thing that almost arises when you have an absence of other negative emotions that push you down. But it is what it is. What I'm trying to say is you can use these practices to really feel a lot of love by using it as this sort of opening to that. And it's especially helpful if you struggle with really feeling that space. And so using New Age media, we're extremely blessed, and we are in a new sort of paradigm where we have access to media, we have access to simulations, basically recorded simulations of people in certain situations that we can use to benefit us. Finally, last note, you can also do this in front of a mirror. And when you're doing it in front of the mirror, you can connect to yourself. So there's an exercise called the mirror exercise. You might have heard of it. Teal Swan talks about it. And what you do is you look at yourself in the mirror and you connect to yourself, this connection process. And you might notice your face start to morph and shift. You might notice different emotions kind of rise, and you just keep watching yourself, looking at yourself in the eyes, connecting to yourself, connecting to your energy. Because how often do we connect to our energy, right? We're connecting to other people's energies. We're looking at other people all the time, but how often are we really connecting to ourselves? So incorporating this connection exercise with the music can be really beneficial, because now you're seeing yourself, you are connecting to the music, connecting to your heart, connecting to your emotions as you see yourself release emotions or express emotions in the mirror. So now you are really feeling into what's happening in your body. You're less contracted, you're less
stiff, you know, feeling. You can visually see that. And then you're smiling, now you're laughing. It's funny. Maybe you're crying next moment. But what's really happening is you're releasing a lot of tension, a lot of build-up. As you shake your body, as energy shifts through your different energy centers or chakras, you are releasing, you are loving more, you are moving in a more beautiful direction. So this is my short little guide to healing some of the wounds of the heart using music or media, if you select media carefully, to facilitate that.
Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for the cross. Thank you for the price you paid. Thank you for salvation. Thank you for unending grace. Thank you for your hope. Thank you for this life you give. There's no one like you. There is no one like you.